All right, Jesse on fire. Welcome back. So we've got a crazy situation that just happened today with Khabib getting removed from a plane. And from all reporting, it looks like he was being racially profiled because he's Muslim or something. Now, where there's a video of it, which obviously we're going to watch. But I was originally, after I first watched this, going to come up here and be like, you guys, he didn't get racially profiled. He misunderstood the question. Because, obviously, well, I don't know about obviously, you didn't know this yet, but he was sitting in an exit row. And I had assumed that what happened was they asked him, are you willing to assist people? And he might have said no, because maybe he thought that they were asking him to get up and go take a picture with someone or something. He is like one of the most famous people on earth. So like, I thought maybe he misunderstood the question and then they removed him, but that's not what happened. And I'm very curious to hear what Alaska Airlines is going to say about this incident, given that, it's unfortunate no one on the crew was a UFC fan, because they could have been like, dude, that's Khabib Nurmagomedov. Okay? Just, he says he's willing to, what are we doing? You don't want this video going viral right now. But they did, and it died. What? Anyway, then we're also going to watch Islam Makhachev apparently body shot Aiden Ross, and then I think he puts him in a twister as well. So we'll talk about that. And also we will discuss a couple things about the fights last night that I thought were extraordinarily notable, especially Chris Curtis stoppage, which, man, that was horrendous. That's the worst stoppage I have ever seen, ever. I mean, ever. The worst stoppage. Worst early stoppage. Or I don't even know. It's in a category of its own, And Mackenzie Dern obviously has incredible... That event was bananas. That entire event was completely insane. But I'll talk about that after this other stuff, so we'll get into it right now. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I appreciate you guys doing that. It helps the channel immensely. And I'm also going to tell you about the sponsor of this video, Prize Picks. Now, if I told you that you could make $50 for free if you take 90 seconds of your time to do something, it's something that you would do, especially if the 90 seconds is going to be something fun. Because that's exactly what Prize Picks and I are offering you right now. I want to be very clear. There is no gimmick here. There's no chance where this does not lead to $50 free for you. There's nothing you have to pick right. There's no game you have to win. If you play a $5 roster on Prize Picks, you will get $50 into your account, whether you win or lose the roster that you entered. How much you can win in addition to the automatic $50 depends on the size of the roster that you pick, but I'll let you play around with that a little bit. Now, you also could try to win real big and play more than $5, but you don't have to. Take a look over here. Look at what I stand to win if I hit this roster. Hold me accountable to this. I'm putting it on my channel. I'm putting my face on it. Hold me accountable, and also hold me accountable to this. This game is super fun. You're going to want to play. As you can see on the left side of the screen, all you do is go through the athletes that you want to pick in a specific sport. In this case, we're doing UFC because my girl Rose Namajunas is fighting on Saturday. In addition to MMA, they have college basketball, college football, NBA, NFL, any sport you can think of, you can play on Prize Picks. Now, in the roster you see over here, this is obviously a UFC roster. I'm playing a $5 game, which means if this was my first game, I would see a free $50 put into my account the second that the game starts. So come join me for Prize Picks. It's an amazing game. You'll be supporting my channel and you'll be getting free money. Also, look at my roster, take a screenshot, and then you can see how I did. And also, I want to know who you guys are picking. Send me your rosters if you want. Link is in the description. Use promo code JesseOnFire for the $50 bonus, and that is what it is. All right, so let's read this thing, and then I'll show you guys a video, and we'll discuss. So Khabib was involved in an exit row dispute on an Alaska Airlines flight that resulted in him being removed from the plane. On Sunday, clip of Nurmagomedov having a disagreement with a flight attendant went viral. The footage shows Nurmagomedov being asked to change seats, the fighter refusing, and the attendant telling him that a supervisor can be called to escort him off the plane. He was so polite in this, by the way. Let's watch this. So this says Khabib removed from the plane. It seems like even one of the most famous Muslims in the world couldn't escape racial profiling in America. All right, so let's see what you guys think about this.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're either going to have you switch your seat because my flight attendants are not allowing you to sit in the exit row, or you're going to have to get off this plane and then we'll have to leave because they're not comfortable with sitting in the emergency exit row. My flight attendants. And unfortunately, it is fair. Yes, it is. Because if
You guys, when I was making check-in, they asked me, do I know English? Yes, I said.
And they said yes. I understand that, but it's also off of their judgment. I'm not going to do this back and forth. I will call a supervisor. You can either take a different seat, or we can go ahead and escort you off the plane. Which one are we doing?
We're gonna need you to sit.
Okay, I'll call a supervisor, and then we're going to have to rebook you for a different flight. Josh, do you copy?
Correct.
What a stupid bitch. Like, she's like, I'm not going to do this with you, guy. You don't speak English. He's like, I'm literally speaking English to you right now. That's wild, dude. That is wild. And yeah, the disagreement appeared to be over Nurmagomedov's English-speaking skills in regard to his ability to assist other passengers in an emergency, as he was seated next to one of the emergency. I know the language. I know how to help people. It's not about the language. The attendant, hey, oh my God. Hey, lucky they protected the flight from Khabib helping people in an exit row. Hey, who on fucking earth do you think would be better equipped to help people in case of an emergency than that guy? And they threw him off the plane. What an absolute moron that chick is, dude. It's not about the language. Really, what is it about then? You just said they said the concern is his ability to speak English in the event of an emergency. Okay? Now, I will certainly acknowledge, I will acknowledge that I can pick out professional fighters immediately when I look at them, right? Like, if it do, most of the time. If I look, I'm like, oh, that guy fights, you know? Or even like just really, really serious. You just look at them, you're like they look like tough ass dudes, obviously. And Khabib and his crew look like tough ass dudes. And if you're like not in the martial arts community, maybe they look like tough ass terrorists, you know? But there's no excuse, dude. They didn't do anything wrong. Nothing. They're just sitting there. He's like having a conversation with them. And by the way, no one on the plane was like, hey, bitch. That's Khabib Nurmagomedov, you fucking idiot. Okay? You know who Conor McGregor is? You never heard about the guy, Khabib, that beat the shit out of Conor McGregor? You never heard about it? You don't know who that is? Undefeated, never lost a round, UFC champion, super famous, philanthropist, has never had a single negative story written about it. Like, he's a good... like, I would have just been like, hey, idiot. What? Are you talking to them or me? I'm talking to you, idiot. Do you know who that is? Okay, what are you doing right now? What the fuck are you doing? That's the undefeated UFC champion. He speaks perfect English. I mean, he speaks English good enough. What a moron, dude. That's unreal. All right, so let's start right here. Let's we'll get like the fun part out of the way, which is watching Aiden Ross get smashed by Islam. I actually haven't seen this yet, but someone sent it to me, so hopefully we all enjoy it. Let's see. I mean, like, it's unbelievable what people will do for content, you know? Oh, he's wearing one of the things. That's not as fun as if he was not wearing one of those blockers, but I would imagine he's still going to get folded in half.
And what percent are you going to do? How hard?
What? How many? 100, no?
Huh? 100%?
It's kind of defense, it's special
So they
things.
don't have, you have these, brother.
This is
Okay, it's nothing?
Yes, nothing.
Oh my God!
Hey, relax.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Nothing. This is special thing.
Yeah, special, yeah. I'm good. It's just the air knocked out of me. I could only imagine if I didn't have...
Dude, that's not that bad. Okay, I could tell when someone really gets folded by a body shot, okay? With that thing on, that I think Khabib, Islam hit him too low, dude. Go right for the solar plex. But apparently now he also is going to put him in a twister.
Look, we can go this side. Okay, control your leg, look. And look.
Okay.
I go here. And you will move this side, this side.
To you?
No.
Skip to your right.
Right. And I go here. Look. Now I want to hug you.
That is crazy.
What the pain?
The pain's pretty hard because I feel my
I
neck.
just want to hug him. You don't know how to tap?
Oh my God.
Welcome to Twister.
That is crazy.
Twisted.
Dude, he's pulling on that submission at 1%. 1%.
This is stretch your back.
Yeah.
Man, I just want to hug you.
Ah! That's crazy. Wait, Islam. Can I try putting you in a hold? See if you can get out of it?
How?
I want to put you in a hold. I want to see if you can get out of it.
Spoiler, he can. Spoiler, he can. Unless you have a knife like in his aorta or his throat or something, he's gonna escape whatever hold you put him in, Aiden Ross. For 100% sure.
Okay.
Okay, here. Get down because I can put you in a hold like this.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Put your legs.
Yep. All right, ready?
Close your legs.
Close them like this?
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Hey, hang on. Before he does it, he told him to cross his legs. Okay, on my kids, I've not seen this. He's gonna foot lock him. Watch. All right, let's go. Yep. Yeah.
Dude!
What?
My Dude, how are your legs so strong?
Dude, he's not even figure fouring it either. All right, so now let's move over to this story here about the Chris Curtis stoppage. There's not like a ton to say here because there is only one correct take. Okay. Now I assumed everybody was going to be on the same page here, but actually someone on Twitter last night was like, anybody complaining about that stoppage should stop watching MMA. If you want to read it, I responded to it. So go to my ex, Real Jesse on Fire. You can see what I said because I was like, oh yeah, hey, anybody who disagrees with the stoppage should stop watching MMA. You're that confident, like in the most indefensible, idiotic position of all time. That was it's a really good stoppage. It's so dumb. Now listen, the only reason that my demeanor is like this is because I thought Chris Curtis was going to lose the fight anyway. I mean, I didn't think he was going to lose. I just mean I thought he was losing the third round anyway, which meant he was probably going to lose the fight. So it's not like it changed the outcome. But first of all, what an incredible fight, dude. That fight was amazing. Chris Curtis has had a few of his losses recently have just been such incredible fights that he got edged out on, which is unfortunate. But as it relates to the stoppage, okay, like the guy, I don't really know how to do this better than just to respond to this guy whose take this was I responded to. He said it's not the ref's job to be paying attention to how much time is on the clock. His job is to make sure he steps in and protects the fighters when blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, every single thing about what you said is wrong right there, okay? You think it's not the ref's job to know how much time in the round there is? Oh, really? So it's not a job of the judge or the ref that when you hear there's 10 seconds left, you now get ready to jump in between the fighters as soon as the your job is to make sure they don't hit each other after the buzzer, right? So it absolutely is your job to know how much time is left, okay? And so knowing that there's a couple seconds left, you said protect the fighter, right? That's the other job, right? Protect the fighter. Okay, well, Kopylov is on the other side of the octagon with 1 second left. And Chris Curtis is not only conscious, he's trying to get up. There's no threat. Like, the reason why you step in the event that someone gets knocked down like that and they look woozy and they're trying to get back up is because you have assessed that they're not going to be able to defend themselves when the other fighter comes and it's like you don't want them to get hit with unnecessary shots. That's why you stop the fight, not because they look woozy. You look, you go, this guy's not going to be able to not defend himself. He's going to get blitzed right now. Okay, well, in order for that to be the case, the other fighter needs to be at least within a few feet of the person looking like they're going to hit them. And if there's 1 second left and the guy's on the other side of the octagon and the dude's trying to get up, you can't justify stopping that fight. This is not up for debate. This is a fucking idiotic take. Like, anybody who thinks that was not the worst stoppage ever is out of their mind. It's horrendous, indefensible. But again, wouldn't have changed the outcome of the fight, so who cares? But this is I'm basically just talking to all of anybody who's been defending that stoppage. Like, no, just no. And there's nothing against it. Dude, you ref enough of these things, you're gonna make a mistake. It's nothing against him. It just was a bad stoppage, dude. I make mistakes all the time. That was a really bad one, But again, luckily, like look at Chris Curtis's face when he stops it. He's like, what? He's all there, dude. He's completely lucid. He's fine. I don't know, but he's fine. He might have gotten hurt if Kopylov was, raining down punches on him and they didn't stop it. But right there, come on, dude. So dumb. Now, Chris Curtis should definitely go down to 170. I heard him entertain that because thing is at 85, his reach is not very long. And that's the only way that Kopylov, if he did not have a reach advantage, was going to get beat in that fight. Because Chris was getting to him consistently with a tremendous reach disadvantage. I think he'll do really well at 170. It's probably going to be a rough cut, but he says he can make it. He should do that. Now, on the other thing, I just want to say this about Mackenzie Dern. Her jiu-jitsu is so bananas. Dude, Amanda Ribas has really good jiu-jitsu. Like really, really, really good jiu-jitsu. But Mackenzie Dern's is just like completely next level. Completely next level. Like I always just like when I watch the really high level jits people, I'm just like I'm watching them trying to figure out like little details. The way she breaks the grip and finishes the arm bar is just so like it's like the thing that you're supposed to do, which is like attach the arm to your body. So like anytime you're trying to like break a grip, if you haven't like trained muscle memory, what you'll do is you'll just pull on it. You know what I mean? Like it's the natural thing. You're like, with your arms. But the correct thing is to attach the limb to your body and then, you know what I mean? Like you're doing like a row. She just did it. It was like that. She did it so well, dude. Like no one's going to be able to just like hold their arm there if you're strong and you do a row like that. Like that's just too strong. And she just did but that's like just a very small detail of what she did in that sequence. Like she's awesome, dude. She is so awesome. I love watching her do jiu-jitsu, man. I love watching her fight. She's a tough ass girl. By the way, before I go, what about Almeida's knockout? That was insane. Insane. Predictable, actually. Because like you could see, Almeida's, primarily had been a pure grappler. But you could see in that fight when he was throwing those hands, like you're like, whoa, this guy's got big heat. He's not like super crisp yet, but he's got power. You could just see it. And that other guy was just an absolute wrecking ball. And when he was going in there trying to finish him, it looked like he was going to get Almeida out of there, but he was swinging so wild. I'm like, dude, if this guy gets caught, he could very easily get caught in this thing. And then boom, literally like as soon as I was saying it to myself, he was starched, just absolutely laid out. He was unconscious. That was one of the like the gnarliest like knockouts I don't know that I've seen in a while. Now, again, I've been to so many events that I'm very used to like, double tracking and paying attention to how long it takes a person to get up. Because I told you guys, they really do a good job of not showing you the aftermath of the fighters when they're hurt on TV. They really focus on the winner. So the winner wins, and then they just follow the winner, follow the winner, follow the winner, follow the winner. And they do a great job of hiding the just absolutely fucking wrecked other opponent. And it's gnarly at first, dude. Like when you like every time, actually. I told you guys the Tony Ferguson knockout against Michael Chandler. Like I was like, he's never getting up. Like he's never getting up. That I thought there was like a legit chance that he was getting stretchered out of there. And Alex Pereira after Izzy knocked him out. I was right there. I was not more than 12 yards from him. And he was so fucked up after that knockout. But like, this one though, dude, he was out for so long. He was out for so long. And then when he was on his way out, they were literally like carrying him out. He could barely walk. Probably, I don't even know, man, 10 minutes after he had gotten knocked out, he still could barely even stand up. That was wild, dude. That was a brutal knockout. But anyway, great fights last night. Love you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell. Bye-bye.